welcome to the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre at Loughborough University for BUCS Big Wednesday, the finals of the men's and women's national championships taking place right here, right now. Big prizes on the line. It is the ultimate showdown. It is Abigail Johnson with you for the women's events. 6 matches scheduled, 2 doubles, 4 singles. First 4 matches walks away with the title, and we are almost ready to get up and running. Last year's runners-up, Loughborough, taking on the champions of the 2022 to 2023 season in Bath. Men's matches also happening a couple of courts over, and that'll be Stirling's men's team, currently holding all 4 national titles. They take on the University of Nottingham. The teams all came out to warm up at just before 8:30. Loughborough's first team with the upper hand of a home tie here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre, which will also host the finals of the individual championships in the near future. So it is trophy time in the university season. National League has concluded, won by Loughborough this time around, and today we'll decide who walks away with the cup. So a reintroduction, it is Abigail Johnson here with you to guide you through the women's event here at the National Championship Finals. Couple of courts over. Stirling go for the three-peats against the University of Nottingham. Here in the women's event, it is Loughborough versus Bath. And these are the top doubles teams squaring off first on court 7 alongside another doubles match played simultaneously. So the format today, 2 doubles matches contested with a scheduled 4 singles matches to follow, so 3 matches on each court. First team to 4 match wins comes through with the title. If they are locked at 3 wins apiece, then tie breaks will be called upon to decide the ultimate winners. Bath captain Francesca Franchi, one of the members on the near baseline. The Bath duo up against the experienced pairing of Elise Maloney and Megan Davies for Loughborough. They've played the duration of this season together. Maloney's first season here at Loughborough University. She is the most accomplished player here on an international level, Maloney, who's still just 24 years old. She peaked at world number 371 in the singles rankings in 2023. And is a 4-time doubles champion on the international circuit as well, also breaking the top 400 there. So she is definitely someone you want on your side. You know, these teams have faced off in the National League, so there is familiarity here. Now being several months into BUCS competition for the 2024 to 2025 season. Individual crowns to be claimed before the end of the month. So if you're unfamiliar with the university tennis scene, the BUCS League and knockout competitions run from October through to March each season. Matches take place every Wednesday across the season, with the inclusion of 2 BUCS Super Weekends. 85 institutions at 1,891 scheduled fixtures and 375 teams taking part, but only the elites compete in the national championships. The national leagues are the pinnacle of BUCS tennis. The league features 6 teams who compete in home and away ties. This championship, the finals of the national championship, is a knockout event. To make the final showdown, Bath came through against Nottingham with 4 wins to 2. And last year's runners-up Loughborough kept it a sparkling clean sheet, 4-0 against Stirling Uni, who have been very successful in this event in the past, particularly on the men's side, the men going for 3 in a row today. The back-to-back champions, Stirling, from 2017 through to 2019. So over on court 8, it is Ola Cooper and Tamara Melazonia taking on Fazia Carvuni and Emma Bardet. And here on court 7 in the first match of this Loughborough versus Bath National Championship Finals, Elise Maloney and Megan Davies to go head-to-head with Francesca Franchi and Izzy Townsend. Live streaming from the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre at Loughborough University, hosting both the men's and women's national championship finals today, and Loughborough Uni also hosting final showdowns for around about 16 different sports. This is the second day of BUCS action. So Team Loughborough at the far end, Maloney and Davies very familiar in each other's company, even though Maloney just touched down at Loughborough for the first time off the back of professional career of a few years in September. Competed alongside each other at the championships and also across league competition, those home and away ties. Frankie receiving, she's captaining Bath. Yeah, good from Townsend, looking to get involved in the forecourt. And there it is, the opening break of serve for Team Bath. Not just a strong university tennis team, but many pros in recent years have opted to base themselves with Team Bath to continue development of their careers on the road and on the pro tours. Loughborough, though, with really rich history, and what a time to be playing university tennis here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre, just a handful of days after former student athlete Olivia Nichols went all the way to the final of the women's doubles in Indian Wells, the 5th Grand Slam, as it's unofficially known in the tennis world. It was actually exactly 4 years ago that Maloney got a victory over Olivia Nichols here in Loughborough when the opening 4 weeks of the 2021 UK Pro League was staged right here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre. A brilliant initiative, that event during COVID times, to give players vital match play that was taken away from them when the tours shut down. And just the pressure put on by Maloney's positioning, stepping up to the baseline very early in the day, and the stakes are high. Bath being back in the final for the first time in a couple of seasons. Yeah, and these teams are ever changing, so it's new territory for some of the players. Yeah, there'll be a few of those part and parcel of playing in competition where there's matches court on court and ball will roll over every now and then, and just gotta be able to reset and go again. Kept it nice and clipped there, Beth, on the first of the sudden death juices that we'll see today. So that is the early break of serve backed up. Very solid start to this doubles encounter. We've got the second women's doubles match ongoing simultaneously over on court 8. So Orla Cooper and Tamara Melasonia taking on Emma Bardet and Loughborough captain Vancia Carvuni. Loughborough, not the first university experience for Megan Davies, the 26-year-old serving. Spent a long time out in the States playing college tennis for University of South Carolina initially. Then played her senior year at Weber State. Initially went out to the University of South Carolina in 2017. Finished up there as a graduate in 2022 before hopping over. Yeah, nicely on the line. It was a great approach from the right-hander from Wolverhampton. Full commitment through the cross-court forehand to get Maloney involved at net. And so at the first sit-down, Loughborough down a break, but in touch. It'll be Team Bath serving at 2-1. So Bath back in the final of the Women's National Championships for the first time in a couple of seasons. In 2023, they got the better of Stirling's first team to walk away with the title. Izzy Townsend serving here. The Loughborough duo just have to be careful. Townsend getting away with a couple of second serves without having to play behind it, and on the doubles court in particular, you've really just got to ask the question, even of the net player. Yeah, great depth of shot from Davies. It allowed her time to get up the court and get set at the net, balanced. Yeah, just enough awkwardness of height on the lob from Townsend, and that's another hold of serve for Bath. Doing well here. They're up against a really experienced Loughborough team today. You've got Elise Maloney getting ready to serve, who's cracked the world's top 400 in singles and doubles. And then all three of the other Loughborough competitors have played a substantial amount of time college tennis out in the States, which is renowned for its strength. But over 10% of the world's top 100 right now have come through the university college system. The wheels on Maloney, only she is extending that point, but well controlled by the Bath pair. It's sharp serving from Maloney to get her side across the line with a hold to 15, so they stay in touch once again. Getting a little more dynamic now. Good movement in the forecourt from Davies. And they're definitely asking questions as we move along in this opening set. One of two women's doubles matches being played simultaneously at the beginning of this BUCS Big Wednesday, the National Championship Finals. Well, you'll have seen a fairly unique feature if you're used to watching tennis on an international level of team captains able to, well, head coaches able to sit courtside and also talk to the players at sit-downs. Maloney and Davies chatting with Lottie Howard and Tom Kizil. And the Bath pair with head coach Craig Proctor, head of uni tennis at Bath, watching on right now. She'll be disappointed, Davies, because it was a really good move to come in, seeing how Maloney had bought them some time with good solid net play, great hand skills from below the height of the net. That's a great shot. Just when you felt that Loughborough hadn't been doing enough to penalise second serves, Davies stepped right up to that ball and took the intent-filled, aggressive approach up the line. And sends a message, just puts a little more pressure on here for Frankie. Oh, it was borderline on the sideline, but Loughborough didn't flinch. Big opportunity now. Just the second sudden death juice of the encounter. Previous went the way of Bath to get the consolidation. And it will swing their way again. That is well handled by Izzy Townsend under pressure. So Bath maintaining their advantage, champions here in 2023. Oh, great connection. Now one of the best rallies of the match so far. A lot of weaving and good footwork. Good movement on display from the Loughborough pair, who were just a little slow off the mark at the beginning of the match. Yeah, that was a point well set up by Maloney and well finished by Davies. Energetic presences now on their home courts here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre, and no change from the opening game of this match where Bath broke through. Since then it's been steady performances on serve. Loughborough still with hopes of closing the gap. Now, when you break through at the beginning of a set, it is a fairly long time to look after that advantage. Let's see what Izzy Townsend can do here. She gets a lot of whip on her forehand side, Townsend, really getting that ball to jump. Great poach from Francesco Franchi to finish things off. Bath's number one, the captain. Paired alongside Townsend here, who's in as the team's number 4. Exactly the same situation other side of the net. Maloney who just put the volley away. Ranked at 1 for Loughborough, and Davies number 4. They're 2 and 3. Bardet and Captain Carvoni are taking on Malazonia and Cooper on court 8. So 2 doubles matches to be followed by a potential 4 singles matches. First team to 4 match wins walks away with the title. And at 3 wins apiece, we would go down to tie breaks. Yeah, it's just accumulating pressure. It's not always been penalised, the second serve, but it has been frequent. And the teams are going to sense that a little more at the back end of a set. Real opportunities here for the home side to get back on level pegging. Yeah, that's a ball that's a point builder looking to make that Townsend, and the fact she doesn't just tells of the tension out here, understandably so, here at the National Championship Finals, the last BUCS Big Wednesday of 2025. The BUCS League and knockout competitions run from October to March, so drawing all proceedings to a close here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre later this week as well with the individual championships. Oh, sensational rally of the match. And the longest by some distance, Elise Maloney brought her full box of tricks to that exchange. Frankie and Townsend did well to hang with it for so long, countering the spins and lobs. Davies so ready to get involved when she needed to. That is a big first point. Counts for a lot more at the beginning of the game, can be a bit of a tone setter. Now, I love that move from Frankie, stepping right inside the baseline. Feel it's something that the Loughborough duo could have done a little more, because even if it's not necessarily comfortable positioning, by stepping that far up to the service line, you're immediately stating intention to the server and just generating that tension in the shoulders that can result in a double fault. Too good from Maloney, though. Backhand on target, coming through with one of her most precise shots, and real scrutiny on the serve, so it's another sudden death juice, and one of the most significant to date. Break point here for Bath. Again, it's an Elise Maloney special, an extended rally taken by the home team. Loughborough turning the tables now. They've been building, the energy has been rising, And they'll look to take advantage of this scoreboard now. 5-4 on serve, 1 game from the set. There are really some significant names on the BUCS tennis honour rolls on a global scene. We mentioned earlier in the match Olivia Nichols, Indian Wells doubles finalist at the weekend. There's Maya Lumsden, who played at Stirling University, cracked the top 250 in singles, has been ranked as high as 57 in doubles last year. Gabriella Knutson, who played at Durham, has played the Grand Slams, currently ranked inside the world's top 200 in singles. So more and more, year by year, British university tennis proving it can contribute to the global tennis scene. It's very telling that a number of players that have already played in the American college system have come over to the UK to do their masters, Megan Davies included. And Loughborough looking to show they are the masters right now, pushing on the return to get the set. That's well handled by Beth in what is going to be a really tight few moments in this set for them. Having held the lead for so long, when they didn't build on the early break, it was also almost a little bit detrimental that they'd had that advantage for so long. But they were only ever one step in front of Loughborough, who were gaining, hadn't reached their peak yet. That's well handled. The lobs are becoming ever more frequent from the Maloney racket, and she's getting good length of shot as well, so there's a fair amount for Beth to contend with in the pressure moments of this opening set. Business end of it. No, it's marginal, but it's a slim margin that could make a massive difference. This is Loughborough with a couple of chances to wrap up this first set. 4 games in a row to take the opener. That is well contested by Elise Maloney and Megan Davies. Trailed by an early break, but steadily gained. Footwork got more dynamic. Maloney especially got into a groove from the baseline. And Davies sharp where she needed to be. So 1 set away from taking the opening win here on court 7 at the BUCS Big Wednesday. National Championship finals for both the men and women taking place on these courts at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre. So both the men's and women's national championship finals taking place here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre across 4 courts. In the men's final, it is the University of Stirling going for the three-peat. They currently hold all 4 BUCS national titles, having won this event last year and the year prior. They're up against Nottingham. And court 7 and 8 hosting the Loughborough versus Bath women's final. Good start here on court 7 for Elise Maloney and Megan Davies, coming from 4-2 down for the opening set. And the worry for Bath is just how much Maloney and Davies will have taken away from coming through that opener. It didn't feel like they'd peaked as a pair. And there's now the confidence of having that under their belts, also the momentum they're running with, having come from a breakdown. It's 4 games in a row that they're looking to extend here. Already 26-year-old Davies walking taller at the beginning of set 2. Yeah, they were ready to head to the chair there. Effective height on the return down the line from Izzy Townsend, who she's actually used that spin on her shot very well to make judgment for the player at the net a little tricky. And now they've sensed the opportunity Davies has to mentally reset here, thinking she got the job done at 40 love. Well intercepted by Maloney, helping out the server there, quick on her feet. And it is the opening hold for Loughborough, making it 5 straight games won by the top doubles team. Reminder, if you're just joining us, BUCS Big Wednesday. The BUCS League and knockout competitions run from October through to March. This the final showdown of the national championships at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre at Loughborough University. The uni hosting finals for 16 different sports across yesterday and today. The championships here, a knockout competition, 16-team draw with byes in the semi-finals. Earlier this month, Loughborough got the better of Stirling, 4 wins, 0 losses, and Beth fighting a little harder to take down the University of Nottingham, 4 wins to 2. Nottingham last year's champions. Team captain here, Francesca Franchi, looking to take the game on and give a different look at the ball, particularly to Maloney, sensing at the moment that her base level is so consistent and versatile that it's going to take a little more than out-rallying her from the back. But it did set Loughborough up for the point and the increasing lead. No, she's seeing the ball so big right now, Maloney. Increasingly confident, intercepting at the net. And triple break point. Looks pretty overwhelming here. There it is. A 6th game on the bounce. Loughborough lighting up here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre and looking to consolidate this early break in the second set. The average rally length is starting to come down, and it is so regularly The Loughborough duo in control. Maloney making every first serve now and maximising the ground strokes behind each. It's really sharp stuff right now from Maloney and Davies. Game number 7 on the trot. Puts them in a really healthy position at the beginning of this second set. Serving first, and with the momentum, that advantage is going to feel even heavier on the shoulders of Team Bath. So it's going to take something special to stop Maloney and Davies right now here on court 7. First match of the day in the women's finals at the National Championships. BUCS Big Wednesday 2025. Maybe Bath will loosen up a little down this deficit. But so much of doubles is energy and flow and teamwork, and Maloney and Davies have that in bulk right now. They've been alongside each other on every doubles outing since the beginning of this tennis season. So incredibly familiar in each other's company and have hit their groove here on court 7. It was great length from Townsend to hold off Maloney, because the Loughborough team have become so fluid in their moves up the court and so confident in every area of it, and when they close the net, it's carrying the momentum of all the games behind them, which has just ticked over to 8 on the trot. And this is a crucial game for Bath, because at the moment Loughborough showing intent to roll right to the finish line of this one. Yeah, good intent by Townsend looking to get involved, but there's so much pressure in every area now, and Davies and Maloney striking with freedom from the back of the court. That'll do nicely, and it is a more than adequate cushion for Team Loughborough in this second set, closing in on the very first win of the day here at the National Championship Finals. BUCS Big Wednesday 2025. Titles on the line as Loughborough face Bath in the women's final, and Stirling go for the three-peat against Nottingham. Stirling and Nottingham in action on the near two courts here. Stirling really setting a standard over many years of men's tennis in the British university system. Johnny O'Mara, one of the more recent graduates. Scott Duncan as well. Solid top 200 doubles career ongoing. So it's the regular pairing of Elise Maloney and Megan Davies, hoping to close this match out right here. Bath captain Francesca Franchi with the serve. Just feeling the request to do more in all departments, Team Bath, such as the weight of the scoreboard and the ever-presence of the opposition. Loughborough stamp their authority on the opening match of the day. 10 straight games to take it by Elise Maloney and Megan Davies. Energetic and impressive as a duo, and coming together in all departments for that 6-4, 6-love triumph over Francesca Franchi and Isabella Townsend to start the day of action here at the Women's National Championship Finals in BUCS competition. So that's a point on the board for the home team. It got off to a shaky start as they went down an early break, but when they got back on serve in set one, they never looked back. In the end, made some statements. So they're going to await the culmination of the ongoing doubles match on court 8, where Orla Cooper, alongside Tamara Malazonia, taking on Fazia Carvuni and Emma Bardet of Loughborough. 4 singles matches still scheduled to come to court. The deal here at the National Championship Finals, whichever team gets to 4 match wins first wins. And if we're tied at 3 matches apiece, tie breaks will be called upon. So 1 match down and a potential still 2 to come here on court 7 at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre, Loughborough University.
We're at Loughborough University this evening for the final instalment of another thrilling year of BUCS Super Rugby. 17 rounds, 1,360 rugby minutes ago this league kicked off, and it all climaxes tonight with Swansea looking to save their BSR skins and Loughborough looking to lift the Super Rugby League crown once again. The final round of BUCS Super Rugby is underway. Loughborough hosting Swansea. Joe Plunkett, who saw yellow last week, sees only African violet from his throw. Where Swansea have failed, Loughborough have succeeded. The opening try of the match to the league leaders. Brian has a glance, goes wide, flipped out to Meredith. He hasn't got many friends around, so heads back towards the sanctuary of his forwards. Oh. And somehow, Morgan Meredith's gone all the way. There's a bit of width on offer here for Loughborough. Doyle working hard off his right wing. Doyle hitting the jets. Doyle refusing to go down. Doyle with a solo spectacular to bring up the bonus point. Meredith the mercurial. What can't this kid do?
Having a pretty good half, Morgan. Seems to be finding all the right spaces and getting hands on the ball at the right time.
That's Temperley. Gawley shifting through the gears. Gawley won't have a Swansea fingerprint upon him, and a half century is brought up to the nailed on league champions. It is Loughborough's night. They say here it's where history begins. Well, a new chapter in Loughborough students rugby has been written, and history has been made with a second BUCS Super Rugby League crown. Peerless all season and worthy champions. A title triumph for Loughborough University. Loughborough are BUCS Super Rugby League champions once again, and this time they seal the deal on home turf in emphatic fashion against Swansea. They responded without a shadow of a doubt and an exclamation mark, and seems to savour for that group of young men who've achieved something that very, very few teams have done in the BUCS Super Rugby era.
The sun is shining, the grass is green, the water is calm and still here at the National Water Sports Centre in Nottingham. Welcome to BUCS Regatta 2024.
To the Father, oh, way too good to be bothered, oh, living life then be better, yes, tell me this is forever, yeah, summer days they're getting hotter, shit getting up out the water, baby it's beautiful, so that's the future is wavy, colors are crazy, I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life, everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in a fresh blue, glossy feeling brand new, sun is about to break. I love the world today. I'm living on the right side. 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 I was in the darkness, heartless, left for dead, long forgotten. Something was pushing me, pulling me straight down to the bottom. Then I came alive, I walked through the fire, my mind turned the embers to red. Got caught in the deep, but I calmed the seas, and I'll never be the same. Only thing that I can say is second guessing, fight till my last breath, 'cause I was born to be a legend. I was born to be a legend. 'Cause I was born to be a legend. When you've been to hell and back, you're swearing that you'll never take what you got for granted. Rising from the rubble, struggle, I'm gonna be the last one standing. It runs through my blood, I've just begun to see I'm the one, I'm the chosen. The power inside is starting to rise, I know I was made for this moment. Only thing that I can say is I was meant for this, and I'm never second guessing. Last breath, 'cause I was born to be a legend. I was born to be a legend. 'Cause I was born to be a legend. Legends are born when the battle is raging. The blood in the fight, sacrifice that is made. And the reason we never stop till we make history. Oh, oh, oh. I put it all on the line and I made it. Reminded of why when I look in your eyes. I wish I could stay, but I'm destined for so much more. 'Cause I was born to be a legend. Oh, born to be a legend.
Noswaith a croeso to the final round of the Women's BUCS Super Rugby season as Hartley aim to claim the league title away to Cardiff Met.
And welcome to you all at home to a now dry Rugby 1 at Kincoy, but you can see the remnants of a monsoon that hit the Welsh capital earlier this morning. The groundsmen have been working tirelessly and they found a paintbrush that can work its way through water to give us a bit of definition on the pitch for a match that could lead to a championship. Can Cardiff Met deny Hartbury yet another crown, or will they snap an 11-match losing streak against the women in red? Harvey Purnell blows his whistle and gets the final round of this year's Women's BUCS Super Rugby underway. For Met, and they go once again to Hubbard. Less than a metre, one more carry, but huge muscular tackle coming in, and it's Rose Walker driven back. Met backing their power, backing their forwards, getting across the line and wrestling the ball across the paint. Another brilliant claim, this time from Erin Sinclair. Full stretch, Hartbury on the roll, Hartbury trying to drive to the line, but denied, a metre shy. Now it's McQueen barreling over Met defenders. They're still not quite there. Lockwood looks right, looks left, gives it to Whitley, who's across, but has she grounded it? Yes, she has. Well, it's the engine rooms where Aled prospers these days that are being put to work in this scrum. That is a beautiful line against the grain, hurtling through a hole, pins it back, and Freya Bell careering into red jerseys. Cardiff Met, they get it wide, they're so on, but instead it's Caitlin Hubert. Caitlin Hubert looking for the offload, finding Marlowe. Marlowe with one more to Gabby Heelan, and that has to be up there as one of the tries of the season. But off go Hartbury with the loose ball, threading the needle with the pass. Aspinall hits the accelerator, and that's how quick Hartbury can strike. A punishing play to release Deadly Daisy, and it's try number 2 for Hartbury. Met looking ragged defensively, McQueen looking full of running, full of gusto, and full of try-scoring desire. McQueen again. Even she can't break through this Met resistance. Round the corner comes Metcalf, and the co-captain registers a crucial bonus point try for Hartbury. Meg Lewis, another who is an age grade international. Off goes Aspinall, she'll do it all alone. Aspinall to seal the three-peat. The ultimate advert for the league, but the ultimate team, the champions once again, 3 titles in a row. They were taken to the brink tonight by the valiant Cardiff Met. But it is celebrations all round for the women of Hartbury, who are the Women's BUCS Super Rugby inaugural league champions. History is Hartbury's once again. The three-peat complete, and Hartbury are the queens of BUCS Super Rugby.
Welcome where it all began, Torino.
The United Kingdom will be looking to add to their total of 16 Winter Games medals, led out by Ethan Clark, biathletes, Robin Monroe.
Over the next 10 days, we will celebrate the Magic 11 winter sports across the beautiful Piemonte region.
declare the FISU World University Games Turin 2025 officially open.
Gonna rank 82.75, second place for Shaw and GB. Holly Smith from Great Britain into second place, 78.25.
The match and puts it out of reach for Germany, and so Great Britain become the first ever World University Games mixed doubles champion.
You will never forget about Torino 2025, the greatest edition ever.
Back with you here on Court 7 on BUCS Big Wednesday 2025, the National Championship finals for both the men and the women, with women's competition staged across Courts 7 and 8. Well, we're a couple of matches down, both doubles contests behind us, 2 wins for the home team, Loughborough here at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre. So the stakes rise as we head into the first of 4 potential singles matches, but the format here at the finals is that first to 4 match wins walks away with the title. So over on Court 8 right now, it'll be a clash of the number 4 ranked players, but here on Court 7, it's the number 3s. Near side from Bath, Tamara Melazonia, up against for Loughborough, team captain Fazia Carvuni. Abigail Johnson back with you after a resounding victory for Loughborough to open competition on Court 7. They trailed by an early break, but Elise Maloney and Megan Davies came back for the 6-4, 6-love victory to give the home side a significant advantage. 2 matches played, 2 matches won coming into these singles clashes. And they announced their intent, Loughborough, by winning their semi-final with 4 match wins out of 4 as they came past Stirling. Bath with the 4-2 victory over last year's champions Nottingham to seal their spot at this year's National Championship finals. So it's a fairly experienced set of teams, but Loughborough probably have the edge with Elise Maloney, who's been ranked inside the top 400 in singles and doubles, and then 3 players who've all contested competition in the American college system and are now studying masters here at Loughborough University. Fazia Carvuni, Loughborough captain at the net currently in this warm-up, is one of those players. Competed initially at the University of Kansas in the 2020 to 2021 season, and then the University of Minnesota, leaving there in 2022. Born in Athens, Greece, but now making herself at home here at Loughborough University and playing on the home courts as she takes on 23-year-old Tamara Malazogna of Birmingham originally, and she herself spending a substantial amount of time out at the University of Illinois at Chicago, where she graduated just last year. A little bit of calm after the storm, an electric match tiebreak to conclude one of the doubles clashes in the men's final between Stirling and Nottingham. Stirling getting the win there. So Stirling and Nottingham in the men's finals locked at 1 win apiece. Different scenario for Bath as they look to come back from the 2-love deficit in wins so far. I knew it was a tough task coming in. Bath champions in 2023, but it was Loughborough who were the runners-up to Nottingham in this event last year, and it was Loughborough who recently won the National League, which is comprised of 6 teams who play home and away ties, with the final standings in the leaderboard confirming the ultimate champions. And Loughborough made their case as being the team to beat at this year's national championships. Stainless so far today. Will that change now? Over on court 8, the number 4s go head to head, Megan Davies and Isabella Townsend, but here on court 7, in the first of the singles matches, Vasia Carvuni, Loughborough captain, takes on Tamara Malazogna on behalf of Bath. So it's 23-year-old Tamara Malazogna of Birmingham to get this match underway on court 7 at the National Championship Finals. Going to be interesting to see how Malazogna is able to finish points in this match. She's got a tricky slice serve on her, very extreme grip on the forehand. And these courts in Loughborough are not the quickest. So it's going to test her consistency and how well she can place her ball. Well, strap in if the length of that rally is anything to go by. Consistent start from the Loughborough lefty, Fazia Carvoni, team captain, with the break to love to open proceedings. So if you're just joining us, a little reminder of the situation. This BUCS Big Wednesday 2025, the culmination of many Wednesdays of competition this season for the teams at the top of the British university tennis system. It's been a knockout tournament here at the National Championships. Loughborough with a dominant semi-final victory over Stirling, Bath with the 4-2 defeat of last year's champions Nottingham to set up this final showdown. 6 potential matches. First team to 4 match wins walks away with the title, and the 2024 runners-up Loughborough stand 2 wins to none after doubles action to open the day. And Malazone did well to get up to the shorter ball and not to panic when Carvuni's scramble managed to find the baseline. Would have felt fairly hard done to that. But crucial for the 23-year-old to keep her cool at the very beginning of this encounter despite being broken. Melisoni are much more comfortable striking through the backhand, but it's a slim margin miss. Still pressure for Loughborough. But it's handled. It's quite dangerous to drop the ball short into the Carvuni forehand. As a lefty, she has a lot of natural whip on that side. Bit easier to navigate the height of that net. It's going to feel really good for Fazia Carvuni to come from 15-40 down for the consolidation hold. Loughborough's captain setting the standard here on court 7. And it says something about the strength of the Loughborough team that she is their number 3. She was the women's singles runner-up in BUCS competition last year. Lost out to Stolmar of Nottingham. And Loughborough out for revenge because Nottingham did beat them in the final of the National Championships last season. Looking to go one better this year, Loughborough, against the team who got the better of Nottingham in the semis. And she's got to reach into her toolbox today, Melisoni. Can sense a little bit of early tension about her. She's up against a tricky opponent. There are huge differences between the strike of the forehand from Carvuni and the backhand, with the forehand coming in with so much shape and clearance over the net. Completely different ball each side. It was a good attempt with the lob, but the difficulty for Melisoni right now is how well her opponent is reading both the slice serve out wide and the insert of that drop shot. She is up to that ball very quickly. And there it is. Ever so consistent. Carvoni for the double break of serve. So that is 3 games played, 3 games won by Loughborough, as they sit 2 wins to none in the overall scoreboard. Singles matches ongoing simultaneously on court 7 and 8 here at the Women's National Championship Finals. So some words of advice for tomorrow, Malazzonia, I believe, from head of uni tennis at Bath, Craig Proctor, at the sidelines. Loughborough captain Vezia Carvoni going it alone, both Lottie Howard and Tom Kiziel over with Megan Davies on court 8, who leads by 5-love in the opening set against Isabella Townsend. And the 5 games played over there in the space of 3 here just show how close the games have been so far on court 7, the last couple in particular. Yeah, well shaped, really exaggerating the top spin. Malazzonia to
Love
make
15.
Judgment difficult for Carvoni. The fact the last couple of games have been so close and she hasn't got anything to show for it does make things mentally a little tougher for the Bath player, so it's a bit of a game changer to have the coach courtside here at BUCS competition. Very key for player development before going on to the next stage of their lives and careers or attempting the grind of the professional circuit. And it's really well handled by Carvoni, really well handled.
15-all.
Malazzonia persistent with that drop shot as a strategy to build the point and give her the dictating role. And you can understand it. She does not want to battle all day with Carvoni from the baseline with the lefty's consistency. She's just got to be careful that it doesn't become too predictable, or the Loughborough captain is all over it.
30-15. (40-15). sort it out.
Yeah.
Game, Loughborough.
It was a positive start to that return game.
Loughborough lead 4 games to love.
But she's just struggling to get the balance right and see any real inroads against the complete force that is Carvuni, last year's runner-up in the BUCS individual competition in the singles. And she truly isn't wrong to look to switch things up from the baseline. We've seen that repetitive insert of the drop shot, but it's a question of when
Love 15.
and how she uses that shot. Would love to see her throw in a slice or two when those baseline exchanges prolong as well. Just seems like the amount of shape on the lefty forehand of Carvuni is very awkward to deal with and manufacture.
Love 40. Game, Loughborough. Loughborough lead 5 games to love.
Yeah, it is Fazia Carvuni with a mental and physical stranglehold on this match right now on court 7. A force to be reckoned with, as is Megan Davies over on court 8. Loughborough leading back there by 1 set to love. That title drawing into view.
Time.
So after a bit of a wrestling match in games 2 and 3, the floodgates have burst open for Fazia Carvuni, Loughborough captain, born in Athens, Greece. For 3 years, college tennis player in the United States, finishing up in Minnesota in 2022, and since then, a strong presence on the British university scene. She is serving for this opening set at 5 love.
$15 love.
Yeah, she didn't quite catch the baseline there. And after another long point, it's another sucker punch. Oh, she's so quick on her feet, seeing everything so sharply. The ball, the spaces in the court.
30, love. With that ball. Thanks. Forty, love. Game and first set, Loughborough. 6 games to love.
Yeah, Bath knew they would be up against it after Loughborough's dominant semi-final defeat of Stirling, leading into the National Championship finals, and that is proving to be the case. Vasia Carvuni dominating the key moments of that opening set and running away with it at the back end. 6-love, she takes it, and Loughborough are closing in on the title.
Hang on.
So Loughborough Loughborough lead in this ongoing Women's National Championship
Second set,
finals
Bath to serve.
by 2 match wins to 0. And in the first 2 singled matches of the day, they lead by a set to love.
She called it out. Yeah, but it was too close for me to overrule.
Well, it was out. We could see it quite clearly on the monitor, but it's always tougher when you're on the court,
15.
and particularly for the chair umpire on that far sideline. Consistently doing damage by tracking that shorter ball early and able to unleash her own versatility off the back of it. Carvuni, she's showing herself adaptable, able to play from all areas of the court. It's a long way back for Beth, but it has to start here, both on court 7
15-30.
and over on court 8, where Isabella Townsend trails Megan Davies by a set.
All.
Just able to get herself up the court in a different
40-30.
Melazonia spreading and planting herself tall. Very efficient approach.
Juice. Advantage Bath.
It's encouraging for Melazonia that she's getting more early width on her ground strokes, but because she's not really switching things up from the back of the court and not mixing in the slice, there's so much pressure to get that flat backhand right, and it's not going to pull off every time. That's a brilliant point. Initially great use of the court from Melazonia, but all these great constructions that are ultimately concluded by Carvoni victory are rubbing salt into the wounds. Very hard to focus on the positives when the scoreboard isn't giving you a lot. Oh, that's a bomb of a forehand.
Juice.
And boy, did she need it. Credit to the grit and determination of Melazonia, who's been denied so many times out here, and particularly in those prolonged exchanges, looking for a way to finish things off.
Advantage Bath.
So tough because the intensity is rising for Malazonia.
Deuce.
It was a perfect point. It was the most brilliant of builds. And if she can get across the line in this game, there's a lot of potential for her still in this match. And if she can't, then mentally it's going to be a huge
Vantage
mountain
Bath.
to climb.
Correction, Vantage Loughborough.
From game point up, back to break point down. A more devastating break of serve from Fazia Karbuni than if she would have taken it to love. Just
First game, second set.
There were several opportunities for Tamara Malazonia where she built the right way, done the right things. Even at the very beginning of this second set, it's a big task to put that in the rearview mirror. Lost the opening set to love. And is just being forced to go so many extra miles out here in this Women's National Championship final for 2025. Loughborough against Bath. Loughborough runners-up last season to Nottingham, who Bath beat in the semis. But it's an altogether different task that the University of Bath have on their hands today. A very accomplished Loughborough team. 3 players who've already competed in college tennis over in the States, and then Elise Maloney, who has cracked the world's top 400 in both singles and doubles. Also won the LTA British Tour Masters on these courts in December, so very familiar with surroundings at the Dan Maskell Tennis Centre.
Love.
It's really such a tough task. You could already sense from the very beginning of proceedings that Malazonia was the more nervous of the two coming into this match. And then she had game point in the previous game, and on that game point, a volley on top of the net that went into the net. That kind of thing leaves scar tissue.
Nets. First serve. (30-15). Is the score correct on there? No. So, could you do 1 set to Loughborough and 1 love? Thank you. Forty 15. .40-30.
And Melazonia critically getting up to the shorter ball, and even though it wasn't struck with the finest of margin, it put enough pressure on Carvuni within the point. There's not a lot of that pressure on the overall scoreboard, and she's running with that.
Game Loughborough.
Crew impatient somewhat there.
Loughborough lead 2 games to love.
Understand. Some great work out here, but nothing to show for it as yet, as the early break consolidated here in set 2.
.15 love. .30 love.
Yeah, what a shot that was. One of her fiercest. And she's got to focus on the point by point and the process of this match, Melazonia. Because if she does, she'll see there's hope. She's having much more
40
impact
love.
with her first strike than she was at the beginning of this match. Doing more with the serve, maximising the width of the court much earlier.
Nets. Second serve. .40-15.
She really came full pelt
40-30.
at those opening balls, Melazonia, but when she didn't get the job done, it was tough to maintain the consistency with that intensity of strike, and that is what Carvuni is doing so well here, just judging the moment. A brilliant effort to see
Game
them
back.
through. Calvuni was turning
Loughborough lead by
into
2
a
games to 1.
human wall. And Melasonia steps up in the face of that critical width on the forehand. And a critical game as well. Her first of the match for 1-2 second set.
Time.
Tom Kizil, one of the Loughborough coaches, alongside Fazia Calvuni now after that first game dropped in this match. And what a big game it was for Tamara Melasonia and Bath, because over on court 8, Megan Davies is closing in on the victory, up a set and 4-3 on Izzy Townsend. And a reminder that Loughborough already lead 2 wins to none overall after doubles competition to start the day. So if they claim these 2 singles wins, they are the 2025 National Championship champions. A lot on the line here. Oh, that is unbelievable scrambling from Fazia Calvuni.
15 love.
Really had no business coming through to win that point. The backhand was getting bullied, but the feet were so quick and nimble. And she's kept her cool in every department out here. That is what has kept all the pieces together. Clear-headed. Whether she's getting dragged around, whether she's missing the first serve.
Fifteen all.
Don't think she's missed a forehand all day, the Loughborough captain.
30-15.
So much security in that lefty strike. He plays it with margin, and that's what's so frustrating for the opposition, that you feel you should be all over that and finishing off the point. But with the quick footwork as well, she really does become a human wall. she just gets caught out. Her volleying is not quite as sharp. Melasonia doesn't have
40-15
punch to put the ball away when she's gone after the Carboni backhand. So much potential still in her game, and opportunity to develop in these kinds of matches under the tutelage of the college coaches. Well, that's a devastating haul.
Game Loughborough.
Courtesy of Carboni.
Loughborough lead 3-1.
A lot of second serves, but she is so resilient, so quick, so sharp that it isn't factoring against the 24-year-old from Greece.
Love. Yeah, but you're calling.
You could sense that was coming
15
just because
all.
of the little back and forth with the umpire. Sometimes you can feel like you're the victim of frustrating situations out there. But when you're a set and a break down already,
15-30.
you just can't afford to give the opponent anything extra to feed off. Carboni very comfortable in this match so far. And that underlines
15-40.
that fact.
$30-40.
Brilliantly handled by Melasonia. Asked for the extra ball 2, 3, 4 times there.
Excuse me, could we have that ball, please? Thanks. Thank you.
So a couple of break points crucially saved. Noise coming over from the men's finals between Stirling and Nottingham. And the stakes just rose for Bath because the win has been locked in
Advantage
for
Bath.
Loughborough over on court 8. Megan Davies with the straight sets defeat of Isabella Townsend after a much closer second set. So Bath need Tamara Malazonia to win to keep them alive in this final. Oh, even the net cord's on her side.
Juice.
There's a real contrast of how easy or difficult the drop shot is to read when these two are playing it. Carvuni is so well disguised with her drop shot. It's pretty much hit the court before you see it coming, and therefore so tricky to react to.
Advantage Loughborough. Juice.
It's a positive sign. It is the first time we've really heard her today in that really positive fashion, Malazonia. And she's going to have the energy now of the rest of the team coming over to the court. This is the focal point with the match on court 8 having concluded.
Nets. The serve. Advantage Loughborough. White, please. Game Loughborough.
That might go a long way to sealing it. It really did feel
Loughborough
that
lead
the
4 games
back
to
and
1.
forth opening game of the second set was mightily significant. Fatia Carvuni won it, and she has won all but one game in this match ongoing at a set and 4-1. The finish line and the title is in sight for Loughborough.
Time.
So Fatia Carvuni with this set and a double break advantage in this potentially final deciding match. Now that's the pressure of it being firmly on her racket. It is on her to
Love 15.
actually get the job done and get her side across the line.
Fifteen all. Correction, love 30. Excuse me. Love 40. $15-40.
Well, the approach forehand on the second point of this game must have landed from Melazonia. Wasn't convinced that it had previously. Gives her, for the first time in this match, break points stitched together, and she needs the breathing room. Carvun has been so consistent. Almost. She's showing great willpower and commitment here, Melazonia, but so many tight moments going the opposition's way. That'll be nicely, though, one of the breaks back in hand for Bath. And it keeps that
4 games to 2.
Candle of hope flickering. Tenacious from Tamara Melazonia, who's had to swallow some hard pills out here. Bath's title hopes ride on her shoulders.
Love 15. $15 all.
No, that's been few and far between.
30-15. $40-15.
Well, this match would have a bit of a different complexion about it if Melazonia can get across the line here. Just getting a bit more out of Carvuni, who's been so clinical throughout the encounter.
Juice.
It's a brutal backhand when she finds the middle and the width in
Advantage
combination.
Bath.
A bit more ambitious and daring now. But it still hits and misses. She's got to be able to roll with that. There's more to draw on. More points in her direction. Carvuni still coming up clutch despite a big reaction from the Greek player earlier in the game, just showing that she's feeling a bit more pressure now than she was earlier in the encounter.
Game Loughborough.
To be, and the trophy pulls
Loughborough
into
lead
view
5-2
for the team who finished runners-up last season. Nottingham were triumphant on these home courts of Loughborough's last year. Today, it looks like it's going to be a different result. The Dan Maskell Tennis Centre watching on as Loughborough lead by a set and 5-2. Fazia Carvuni will shortly serve for the championship.
Time. That's our ball in the corner as well.
So some words from Tom Kizil and Lottie Howard ahead of the moment of truth. Fazia Carvuni, women's singles runner-up in BUCS competition last season, serving for the national championship title on behalf of her team. She's been so skilled, so efficient, so consistent, and
15 love.
Forcing the net cord at times to play alongside her with the way she's able to manufacture the slice and the drop shot, dribbling off the top of that net cord on occasion.
$30 love.
Well, it's been coming for a
40
while.
love.
Vazia Carvuni gaining a reward this time, 3 championship points.
(40-15).
Even at the finish line, there will be nerves.
Well,
That is some way to stay alive.
40-30.
Down to just the 1 point to close. Oh, no way. She's coming up with her best tennis of the match right now, Malazoglu.
Juice.
Extending this showdown, 3 championship points have come and gone. Incredible resilience. Oh, the pickup was great, but Malazoglu was ready on this occasion. And even at a set and a double breakdown, this is starting to get sticky.
Bath.
Triple championship point in the rearview mirror for the time being. There'll be a bit of a sigh of relief there. A double fault on the first of the 3 championship points hinted at nerves. Understandably for Carvuni, and it is on Malazoglu to penalise that right now. Take the helping hand.
Vantage Bath.
so near and yet so far. This is some effort ongoing.
Deuce.
From Melazonia on behalf of Team Bath. So much pressure with Loughborough leading 3 wins to none. Just points from the finish line and from the cup.
Advantage Bath.
The deep scoreboard position, continuing to bring the best out of the 23-year-old from Birmingham. Not done with this match. It's another chance to break back.
Deuce.
That one's gone long.
Advantage Loughborough.
Is this where they get it done? Championship point number 4. When push comes to shove, she cannot miss. Vicious, controlled backhands.
Deuce.
She tried to be brave, Carboni, but it left her exposed.
Advantage
a
Bath.
little bit of an rushed approach to the forecourt. And it's a third chance for Bath to recover one of the breaks. Oh, she's got it.
That was in.
And she's got it in style. Chair umpires
Game
as
Bath.
much on the paint. Can she bring that same urgency to her service game, Tamara Melazonia? 4
Loughborough lead
championship
5 games to
points
3.
saved. If Carboni feels hard done to by that very close line call, she's got to put it behind her immediately. She is still up a set and a break. This is still very much in Loughborough's hands if she can keep her focus and hang on to it.
Love 15.
Yeah, she's really loosening up now, Melisandre.
15 all.
It's going to be a tougher task on the serve, not quite getting that same first strike with the way she delivers the serve. But she is more ambitious off the ground now.
Fifteen 30.
Can she ride the wave? This increased urgency comes with its hits and misses.
Wait, please.
Now the opportunities to get it done on the return.
15-40.
It is championship point number 5 for Loughborough.
$30-40.
Ah, that's mental. 6 championship points saved.
Juice.
And with the exception of that initial double fault from Carvuni, it has been Melisandre coming through with some of her best tennis of the match, showing those years of college experience out of the University of Illinois. In that college tennis environment, you play a lot of tennis under pressure, having to perform for your team.
Advantage
She's going to
Loughborough.
have to do so again here as well. This is championship point number 7.
Juice.
It's been Carvuni who's created a wall on the court for much of the match. And it's Melisandre who is persistently doing so under championship point pressure. 7 instances survived now. And she's going to have to come through an 8th.
Advantage Loughborough.
Loughborough take the
Game, set, match, Loughborough.
2025 national championship
6 love,
title.
6-3.
And it's captain Fazia Carvuni who gets it done. A dramatic couple of games to seal it here on BUCS Big Wednesday. But it's Carvuni, Elise Maloney, Emma Bardet and Megan Davies who combine for another sparkling clean sheet. And today's 4 victories over Bath place the cup back in their hands for the first time since 2022. Some effort from Carvuni at the end there. This match looked well within her grasp for the majority of the encounter. And when it came down to championship point time, Tamara Malazogna was a different player, so intense, so clinical. On the 8th occasion of championship point, it is the home team who push through and get it done on their home courts of Dan Maskell Tennis Centre. And what an effort it's been from them across the 2024-2025 season. They had the dominant 4-love win over Stirling coming into this final encounter against Bath, and today they were imperious, showing their experience and their level. National League champions and now national team champions in BUCS competition. They've earned it. And what a time to do it, just a handful of days after former Loughborough Uni player Olivia Nichols made it all the way to the final of the doubles event at Indian Wells. Just goes to show what a pathway British university tennis is becoming towards a potential professional career, and so many other possibilities alongside that, coaching and other roles within the tennis world. It's a big one. So the men's matches are still ongoing here on BUCS Big Wednesday. It was locked at 1-1 after the doubles between Stirling and Nottingham. And competition is still hot. There are live streaming for the men's event as well. But here on court 7, we're wrapped up for now with victory sealed by Fazia Carvuni, the 24-year-old from Greece, with the straight sets defeat of Tamara Malazogna, and alongside Maloney, Bardet and Davies, that makes it an unassailable 4 wins today.
rising, outsider with a rebel yell. Push through the wind and the lightning, find the strength inside myself. Fulfill my destiny, leave it on the battlefield with the rest of me. I was born for this. It's how I was made, running through my veins. I'm here to stay, never gonna quit. I was born for this. I was born for this. Taking off the gloves, I've had enough. It's in my blood.